Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chicago Bears taking on Justin Herbert and the Minnesota Vikings.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Out to his left. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Mixon. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Mixon again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Malik Harrison on the tackle. The Bears at 9-7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They run. It's Johnson. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Von Bell up to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Joe Mixon with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is now 10-3. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here. To pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Brady on third down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They go with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Play action. Now it's Brady.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry.
Finding space at the 40.
30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings! Jarvis Landry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 17-3. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to let it go again. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have come to...
Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action. As we are back underway, this will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Down to the 22-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. The handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a give to Jacobs running right, down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Josh Jacobs with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Brady. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Kenneth Murray
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Again, it's Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He completes it to Evans. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A give up the middle to Carter. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw is taken in by Waddle.
Touchdown!
Jalen Waddle.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chicago offense set to get started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here,
and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Brady to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. Rolling to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Running is Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now Brady got to have this one. Flushed out right. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will. I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as one on this one. And 1 was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for 2 there, either they felt like this is all we got left.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.